Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise, and this reading is devoted to looking into the current future. Probably the past will come through, I'm thinking. But anyway, so one of our dearest community members, viewers, Charles Bartholomew, he wanted to know what's the future of SCOTUS. So I've done it. I don't know how many times before, but let's do this one. We're going from, and it'll just be kind of general, so it might generate some questions in the future. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop it in the comments. But this one will begin with July 5th, 2023. Okay, hold on, let me swap out cameras here and bring you over my table. Okay, so I'm using Libby's deck. If you like it, it's an oracle deck, and it's available. Well, first of all, everyone should subscribe to her channel, or see if you like her. I just absolutely adore her. And the channel is Meister Tarot. It's MAIGHSTIR. Tarot, and this is called the Meister Tarot Oracle, I think is what she named it. And so if you go to Etsy and just put in, MAIGHSTIR Tarot, it should pop right up, and you'll see this beautiful background. It's actually her avatar on her channel as well, so you'll see that, and this background this artwork should look very familiar. So, okay, let me settle in again. I did quite a bit of shuffling ahead of time, but do some more. So what I want to do is just look at the future of SCOTUS. I know I did a reading quite a while ago, but I think I stopped at 2023 or 2024 or something. Anyway, this will be an update because so much has come down. Oh my goodness. All right, there's our first card. Okay. Karma, fate, destiny. Or fate, destiny, karma. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And I so appreciate your question, Charles. We were going back and forth with email, and he was concerned about the fabricated case that, of course, yeah, they've created a situation already where no one trusts them. It's a leap of faith to trust them, except for the three. Ketanji Brown Jackson, Justice Sonia Sotomayor, and Elena Kagan. All right. Is this how we're going to get the cards now? Just everything flopping out? I guess so. I think it's time to shuffle this way so I can keep my hands on the cards. Okay. So anyway, back to the fabricated case. He sent me a link that I think it was from MSNBC. I just remember Neil Katyal had said something about that there's a way to force the Supreme Court to do it again. Go through the court process again because it was a made-up case. About the wedding website thing. And I especially am so grateful to Sheldon Whitehouse and all of his work. Okay. There's our top row. Okay, now the rest should go more quickly. So the future of SCOTUS. Whoa. Swampy greed. This deck has 89 cards in it, so I mean, could probably, if we have more questions, I could always do this again and raise the camera up higher. It's just that I know so many people watch videos on their phones nowadays. They say it's like 55-60% of people are watching on their phone. So it helps to be able to see. And these cards are excellent. You can see clearly. Okay, so I'm going to open up with the first few cards. So, like I said, they've created this karma, and their faith and trust is, we have, like I said, the 3 women on the bench that we trust, but it's a leap of faith to trust the other ones because we can see that, they're intertwined with evil energy. Look how these 2 cards knight together here. They're intertwined with evil energy. Wow. I'm going to do the 4 corners first. Okay, so there's an emptiness when it comes to their destiny. They're going to have to, what I'm getting here with this one is they're going to have to empty out the darkness, empty out the evil, empty out the greed. And some people, so in the future, some people will be leaving the bench and they will be stopped. So if you're short, pressed on time, move on because this is it right here. But if you want to have some fun, well, I don't know how fun this is, but interesting. Money and gifts is at the core of the decrees that have come down in the past. This will all come out. So that we have a lack of trust in them because of the money gifts that have been received. And especially from the 6, well, Amy Coney Barrett, I don't know if she's, well, we know the reason she got on the bench was because of Trump, but we don't know yet if she is, she was involved in a cult, but when she, in her earlier days, and it may still be, but primarily it's the men on the bench that have really messed this up. And I love men, so I'm not going to say anything about men, but the cards are showing here the men. We have trust in most of the women, but the men were, there's trouble there. And there's trouble with, bottom line is, our faith in SCOTUS right now is damaged. It's going to take some time to weed out the evil energy here. But the noise and the communication, just turn it up. We just have to turn it up. We have to know our power. So the swamp creatures that have been, still are aligned with Trump and any other of the greedy billionaires, this is what will be stopped eventually. So this is actually really good. The power of, it's like a battle between the feminine energy and the people. Okay, this is, now we're in, now we're bringing in, what do we call, feminine reproductive rights, Roe v. Wade, I'm sorry, Roe v. Wade and Dobbs, my brain just went nuts. I had to take my glasses off, they were bugging me. So that's the premier issue that will bring in the stop that's going to come, the crossroads that we're all at. Just like, oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. And the feminine energy up here. Okay, so these 2 cards knight together. So here we are with the feminine reproductive rights and the swamp that the people are tired of, that they're going to stop. The heart, the people love to be free. The people love to have safety and security and stability. See, that's the thing is, without safety, we can't create, no one can create security if you don't have safety. And you can't build and create a stable foundation unless you have safety. So if women aren't allowed to, well, if they're, bottom line is, so when they removed Roe v. Wade, my goodness, on my birthday, year before last, I'll never forget the date, what happened was it's just created this huge mess to where now it's not even safe to be a woman in the United States. Well, in 19 of the states, it's you're putting your life in your own hands if you get pregnant. But then what about the fact that women need to have, examinations and other procedures? Like, what if a woman needed to have a hysterectomy? Well, what if the states have, well, that wouldn't run out, but the OBGYN, all the doctors who are OBGYN would go to other states where they can legally practice without worrying about being thrown in jail or having a bounty on their heads, or anyone else having a bounty on their heads because you went to another state to get your abortion. Like, if you live in Texas and you get pregnant now, I don't think that's safe. Or in Idaho, I don't think it's safe. So that's what is clearly here as to the big, these cards are telling me this is the big issue. The swamp creatures that knocked out Roe v. Wade. And they do this because, it's not really pro-life, because they don't give a crap about the child after it's born. So it has nothing to do with pro-life. And it has to do with keeping families in survival mode, so that they're too busy and they can't see what's really going on. They don't have time to study politics or follow the news, and they don't have time to go and vote. That's what they want, because money and greed is at the bottom of this whole thing. But now, because of social media, everything's coming out. The evil energy, the darkness is, so what's weighing down on the darkness is the feminine energy that has had it, isn't taking it anymore. And we get together, we communicate. Women communicate. Men do too, but especially women, they band together because it's the only way we've survived over the millennia. So it's fated that love will overcome the evil energy. It's fated that swamp, dark money, to try and grow something, but money that's attached to dark energy will be weighing down. Look at this line here, right here. And in the future, and now I'm kind of being drawn to read from end to end at bookend. So I believe it's men and women getting together, because we realize we're all at a crossroads, and that humanity itself has to be secure if we love each other and support each other. And we're all advised every day about the greedy billionaires, this 1% that try to control the world, right, with money. That's the key issue there. So slowly, we're going to throw up the volume, turn up the volume and the communication again, right? I mean, that's the deal. I think eventually there's going to be less of any toxic masculinity that just, thinks women are chattel, thinks women are livestock to just be bred and, kept pregnant and produced that way. Or fix my lunch, make me a sandwich. Like that. Where's my beer? Oh, don't get me started. Okay, so it never went over well in my house, that's for damn sure. Here's the beer, and slam it upside your head. Here, catch this. Okay, so but anyway, back to, this is a squirrel moment, huh? Back to what will be lessening is, and what will be stopped is the greed right here, because these cards knight together. And bringing these, if I bookend these together, uh, the emptiness will end as we slowly keep communicating and come together as one in unity. The unity will always overcome the evil energy, because darkness, negativity, just means a negation of life. And there's no life if people aren't safe. Remember what I said, safety is the number one thing. And the people are learning that. Everyone's learning about, because we're all connected here. We're all totally connected. So I think this is it. So I think what I could safely say, but I didn't put a time frame on it, that in the future, SCOTUS will be discovered for the greed and the money, and they will be stopped. There will be some decisions made to, there will be choices made to stop the toxic masculinity that's going on up here. The greed that thinks that it can control humanity, and it cannot. Oh yeah, that's right. Pluto in, Pluto's at the last, that nth degree, that anaretic degree of Capricorn right now. But it won't be long before it's all the way into Aquarius. And so the issues that are on the table right now politically, we can count on the fact that that's what we're going to be dealing with as soon as Pluto goes direct and then moves into Capricorn to stay for about the next 20-some years. They're saying 20, but they can't. The thing is with Pluto, it's not a circular orbit like the other planets. It's elliptical. So sometimes it's like like an oblong shape. Like it'll stay in one sign for 35 years. And then it'll stay in another sign for only 15, and then another sign for 30, another sign for 20 something. So if people that create the ephemerises that astrologers use, like the database, they get used to just having to change it by a degree or so, or 5. But it's okay. We all use computers nowadays, so it's no big deal. But anyway, suffice to say that when Pluto is fully into Aquarius, it will be the power of the people. But we have to own our power. We all have to vote. We have to vote with our money. And then things will change from there. But I'm seeing that the SCOTUS will be stopped. There will be choices by families that will stop the swamp. The swamp's a little bit in control for now, but going out, I don't know how many years, if it'll take 5 years or after the 2024 election, or I'm not sure. But everyone, if you can subscribe, or of course you can, subscribe to Sheldon Whitehouse's YouTube channel and watch his videos. He did a series called The Scheme that exposed all the dark money. So he's been tracking the Citizens United, the Heritage Foundation, the Federalist Society, all these. He's the one that turned me on to understanding about Leonard Leo and all these other, dark, greedy. This line right here. Yeah, and love will prevail. Love and truth. Truth is the same. Real truth is the same as love, and love and truth will prevail. I just don't know how long it's going to take. Timing is very challenging, especially when you're talking about the populace of people that need to vote. It's hard to say. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to get this uploaded for you. I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July and hope we all get some good sleep tonight. Okay. Bye, you guys.